Shop talk, shy it, shutty up, shy it, die, up, shop tie, shutty up, shop talk.
What is going on, y'all? It is your man D-Toll. It is another day's journey, and I am super glad about it. Want to welcome everybody to Shop Talk, everyone's show right here on everyone's favorite network. Listen, we are so glad to have you hanging out with us, whether you're listening to us live on Facebook or YouTube, or if you're listening to us from one of our radio partners from around the country. Wherever you might be, however you're listening to us, we want to say thank you for joining us. It's going to be an absolutely amazing show. I have so much to cover that I don't even have time to sit around and do what I normally do. Well, I'll at least do this. Do me a favor. Get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo. Do whatever you got to do, but you know who you got to tell. Yes, tell your mama and them, Ray, Shay, Day, Delicious Nim, Nut Nim, Pojo Nim. Let them all know that we are live right here, right now on the Shop Talk family of networks. And for those of you hanging out with us, and you may not know who I am, I'll tell you. My name is Demetrius Tofree. I am your host today, and I am excited to have you hanging out with us. Listen, before we bring up any of our co-hosts, I first want to just say, I want you all to be able to follow us. Follow us on social media. You can follow me personally at DTolefree, at DTOLEFREE. And you know what? I will say this. Over the last few weeks, I have seen a little bit of bump in my numbers of followers on Instagram. And hey, I want to say thank you. So those of you who started following me because of Shop Talk or however you've been finding me, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. You can also follow the Shop Talk crew. Everything is at FDR Shop Talk. That's on Facebook. That's on Twitter, X, if you use it, as well as on Instagram. Follow us, and we'll do what we can to make things happen to follow you back. A quick early morning shout out to my guy, David Jones, in the building. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out with us. We've got a great show lined up for you. With that being said, all right, y'all, let's get ready to get things going, and let's get ready to bring up our first co-host. I may go out of my normal order today, but it's all good. Let's get ready to bring up my first co-host out in Hercules of California, my guy. Normally I bring up Ashton first, but he's already here, ready to go. And let's bring him up without further ado. He's ready for us, my guy, the incredibly talented, absolutely amazing Ja'Cory Proto in the building. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on?
Nothing much over here eating my Jello.
Oh.
Ain't nothing like lime green Jello with pineapple.
Lime green.
Come on.
Lime green Jello with pineapple. Yeah. I could go with you on that. Okay. Yeah.
Homemade from my kitchen. Hallelujah.
I'm not mad at you. I could actually roll with you on that because you added the pineapple. Lime green by itself, no. But when you add the pineapple, well, you might be onto something. It is all good, man. Hey, I'm glad to have you hanging out. You stay right there. Let's get ready to retch out. Yes, I did say retch. Let's go all the way out to Charlotte, North Carolina, to my homegirl, the incredibly talented. She is the graphic designer extraordinaire, incredible singer. And because of her mama and her daddy, she's an all-around smart person. She always loves to play devil's advocate, and I'm not mad at it. Let's bring her up without further ado. My homegirl to yours, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. She is also in the building. Yolanda, girl, what is going on?
Hey, just a plain day, doing the same thing I do every day, trying to take over the world. Thank you, Pinky and the Brain. So
I ain't mad at you.
let's go. Let's rock.
It is all good. Well, hey, I'm glad to have you hanging out with us. You stay right there, Ja'Cory. You stay right there. Let's get ready. Yes, I'm going to do it. Let's get ready to reach out to the ATL. My guy is in the building. He's here a little early, so you all get to hear his theme music a little bit earlier than normal. He's been off for a couple of weeks, but he's back, so you know I got to do it. I got to play his theme music because every good hero should have one. So my guy is in the building. Yeah, you know it. Let's get ready to bring him up without further ado. My guy, Demetrius Hunter, in the building. Bro, what is going? Hey, stop laughing. Every time I start thinking about you, man, the theme music, man, I just start cracking up. What's going on, bro?
Good morning, good afternoon, morning, hallelujah, morning to everybody out there in Shop Talk land. Hello. Let's go. So much to talk about.
There is a lot to talk about, and before we do that, so Ja'Cory, you stay there. Demetrius, you stay there. Yolanda, you stay right there. Let's get ready to bring up our last co-host of the day, also in Hercules. Now, we talked about Ja'Cory. What we're going to do, we're going to get in the car, go down the street, go down out of the cul-de-sac, make a left, and then do a couple, make a couple more turns, and then we're going to see this particular door. No, it's not red, but it's hers. And we'll knock on the door, and hopefully she'll answer. And when she does, we'll see my homegirl and yours, the incredibly talented, always funny, always got a joke. We may have to, no, I was going to say something, but I'll just leave it alone. Let's bring her up without further ado. My homegirl and yours, the incredibly talented Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn, girl, what is going on?
This is my sick day, y'all. This is what I look like when I'm sick. I don't know what happened. Somebody got me. Somebody somebody. It's probably the middle school kids. But anyway, I'm here. I've got the sniff, so if I'm sniffly, y'all just. But I'm matchy though. Oh, now I'm matchy. Okay, I'm still representing. Okay, we matchy.
I see you. I'm not mad at it. We are glad to have you hanging out with us. Listen, as we get ready to go, it's rare that we're all here this time and this early. Quick shout out to Yolanda Proto, Mama Yolanda, who probably is upstairs or around the corner doing something, making things happen. But we are glad to have her in the building as well. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get things going. And in doing so, I want to make mention of the opening song that we played today. I don't always today. I am going to I got a chance to play a song from from Fresno, California. I always say Fresno because I'm being funny. But my guy sent us brand new music, and that is Christian David from Fresno. He sent us his brand new song, and we got a chance to play it here today. But his new music is out and is available, called Churching with the Saints. Churching with the Saints. It is available on all of the music platforms. He's not from the Bay, but I still consider him Northern California, even though he's from Fresno. So do yourself a favor. If you want to have some good music added to your library, into your rotation, go out and check out the whole new album, Churching with the Saints, by my guy, Christian David. And I'm sure it would do you good. All right, y'all. Shout out to Dee Felder in the building. It is all to the good. Hey, we got some things going on, and I was getting ready to mention my wife. She is in the building, and I was going to put her comment up, but I'm going to make just a quick second before I do it because she was going to mention what I was going to mention today, and that is today's National Day. Why don't we get into it right now? Today's National Day, and we only have two. Today's National Day, we have two. And Ashlyn, today apparently might be your day. Today might be your
hilarious
day. It might be her day because today is Ash Wednesday. Today is Ash Wednesday.
Wow.
As soon as I saw this, I said, this is Ashlyn's day. Ashlyn's day. You know what? I'm not going.
You ain't gonna catch no ash on my forehead. There's no ash on my forehead today.
It is all good. I am just messing with you. Today's Ash Wednesday. Secondly, and more importantly, today is Cheese Doodle Day. Cheese Doodle Day.
What is that? What is that?
Cheese doodle, like, cheese puffs and stuff like that.
I never heard no cheese doodles.
Yeah, cheese doodle is kind of like cheese puffs. Same thing. They are the same thing. That's just a different word for it. Anyway, now I can finally put up Allegra's comment. She mentioned today is she wanted to say good morning. She just got out of Ash Wednesday service in ATL, and she's here and she's ready to make it happen. Let's go. All right, y'all. In terms of that, we're going to keep things going, and we're going to get ready for today's birthdays, of which we only have three. Today's birthday, we only have three. Many of you may be familiar with the rapper. He used to be with one of them chicks out in New York, but he switched up, and now he's with the boxer girl from Detroit, Clarissa Shields. His name is Papoose.
Yep.
Papoose.
Papoose.
What was the girl he used to be with? The rapper that she was in jail, and he waited for her, and she came out. And Remy Ma. Mm-hmm. This is Remy Ma's baby daddy, but now he is with Clarissa Shields. That is his new friend that he rocks with, and it's all good. But today is his 47th birthday. Secondly, we have Pastor Joel Osteen, and thank you, Dee Felder, who chimed in for me and hit me up with the reminders. Thank you. But also Pastor Extraordinaire from Houston, Texas, Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen. Today is his 62nd birthday.
Really?
62nd birthday. And last but not least, we focus on one, but he is actually a twin, and that is from Detroit, Pastor Marvin, he is a twin. He and his twin brother Carvin, today is their 67th birthday. Pastor Marvin and Carvin Winans, today is their 67th birthday. And y'all know Marvin Winans.
I never knew they were twins.
I did not know they were twins. I should be shamed. Oh
The
my
question
God,
is,
I'm so shamed right
will
now.
I ever leave
I did not know
you?
they were twins.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, because they would have said something about my black art. So I'm glad that it's
didn't
not
know
mine.
either. Oh,
I'm glad
please
it's
not
not
take
just
my
me.
gospel card. Oh my God, what?
At what point were we supposed to know this, Vito? Why you froze?
Y'all didn't get it from the name Marvin Carvin?
I did
mean,
not
okay.
know.
BB and CC. BB and CC ain't twins.
They ain't
I
twins.
did not know that. I feel so
Most people
shamed
thought BB
right
and CC
now.
were married for many years. People
Yeah,
thought
they
they were
did.
their brother and sister. Now, Ja'Cory, you're the only one that didn't chime in. Did you know that Marvin and Carvin were
Of
twins?
Of
Come
course
on,
he
I'm a
did.
Winans groupie, so yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of people chiming in
Shamed.
saying that they did not know. Yes, Marvin and Carvin
You
of the famed
Francisco.
Winans, they are twins. And y'all know Marvin Winans can sing
Interesting.
anything
Woo,
and
baby.
take you
All of
in. I mean, I heard him sing the ABCs. He was like A B C D E F G O H I J K
Elemental
L
P.
Q R S T
Y'all
U V
crazy.
W X O Y and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Oh, next time won't you say with me?
How
Yeah,
can you
Marvin
not know your
Winans, man.
ABCs after that? Oh,
Yeah,
That part.
Marvin Winans can sing anything and have you kind of
anything.
Anyway, with all that said, Ashlyn, I know
Okay.
you under the weather and you wanted to take a sick day, but you can't because you're here because you've got to encourage somebody who has a birthday today. We throw it out to you. The virtual floor is now yours.
Well, I don't want to miss mentioning my bestie had his birthday over the weekend, Ja'Cory Prothro. So I definitely salute you. Your belated birthday. We don't want to miss it. Absolutely. So look, birthdays, even on days where you're not feeling good, okay? It's still the day that the Lord has made, and He made you in this day, however many years ago that is. So I want you to just dig deep today. Okay? Today, I want you to dig deep. I want you to find your gratitude, okay? Grumbling can be easy. Grumbling is like, that's the state of the nation right now. So if you're grumbling, that can be like the easy way out. But I want you today, I want you to dig deep, and I want you to focus on gratitude. That's what I want you to do. Because look, we celebrate you. So I think you need to find a little gratitude. Just say, God, I appreciate you for making me on this day. Because you did a good work when you did me. And he that started a good work in me.
Watch it. Watch
He
your
gonna
tone.
finish. He's
Watch
gonna finish it.
your
He's
tone.
gonna finish it. Look, from all of us here at FDR, STP, I don't know what it is, Shop Talk, and all of our affiliates, we just want to say happy birthday.
It is. It is all good. It's all good. Glad to have you hanging out with us today. And it is all good. Listen, we're going to keep things going. We got a lot of things going on. So I tell you what we're going to do. First of all, let's get ready to make sure that we get everybody's information on the screen. So I think that's everybody's info except for Ashton. I can fix yours, Ashton. But listen, we've got a lot of stuff to cover. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make things happen by bringing up or talking about what a lot of people have been talking about. And obviously, all of us have been affected about this one way or another. And that is, a few days ago, we all woke up to the news of the passing of one of the greats in R&B and hip hop, and left an indelible impression upon the music community, and not just in R&B and hip hop, gospel as well. I've seen so many people chiming in and mentioning how this young lady had an effect on them as well. And in my research, okay, so y'all didn't know that Marvin and Carvin were twins. I absolutely did not know that this young lady played. I seen her play. I seen a video of her playing keyboards and all kinds of stuff. I had no idea. And that is the incredible Angie Stone. Angie Stone, who was in an accident the other day, went home to be with the Lord. Obviously, our thoughts, our prayers are with her family, her daughter in particular, and all of the people that were with her. When we were talking about it in our chat, first of all, we was all hoping it wasn't true, but Corey said he had talked to, I think, her bass player or something like that. That was, a part of this. Man, Ja'Cory, man, I'll start with you, bro. The incredible Angie Stone, man, has closed her eyes, man. What's your thought on this, bro?
Man, I don't know if a lot of you know, but she is one of my writing inspirations. Ashlyn knows. I've been trying to link up with her for years as a checker. I don't know if y'all know this either. I was a grocery store clerk for 13 years at Lucky's. Yes. So in my room, you'll go in there and you'll see rows of the paper where I was trying to write lyrics in between checking people out. And I always was trying to write lyrics like she did, because she was a storyteller. If you actually listen to the words of her music, it's not regular music. It's telling you a story. It's making declarations. It's pulling stuff out of you that you would normally say. So I would say that if you haven't listened to any of her music, go and actually check out the lyrics and how she orchestrated her writing, because it was like a Bible the way she wrote. Yeah. And it's just, I'm a little devastated because I was planning to see her in 3 weeks here at Yoshi's. And I don't know if y'all seen some of the clips. We've reached out to each other on different platforms. So I'm just like, it's like a Whitney Houston to me, because it's like, oh, some of the dreams that I had will not take place now.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yolanda Morant, and I think you corrected. I mentioned a daughter, but she has a daughter and a son, or is it just a son?
Yes.
I may have.
She has a son by
D'Angelo, D'Angelo, yes. Yeah, so I mean, tell me how this has had an effect on you. I'm seeing all the comments pouring in, but Yolanda, what's your thought on this?
You know what? I just think you can't take life for granted, man. You really can't. Like, that's always my go-to. I know people always go to that, but that's true, right? I always say you have one life and you have to live that one life to the best of your ability. And it was just really tragic. And I heard another show say something to regards. I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean any, like being sensitive, but to on the latter side, right? So I always play the devil's advocate. My friend Alan always says this: you can't control it. Whenever God has your clock, that's when He has your clock. Run it over your time, if you will. For there to be that major of a car accident, and she was the only person to pass, is it just says so much. And it just says, it's not good. We don't like it. It's uncomfortable, but it was her time, like on that part of it, right? Because why was she the only non-survivor of the accident? But I think her stake in the world, her stamp is much bigger than we realize. I think men in particular have been very affected by her loss, like Black men, right? Very affected by her loss, because she was always about, my Black brothers, strong brothers. Like, she was just that girl long before aunties were auntying and sisters and sis and all that. She was already that girl. And I just, her stamp is just pretty huge. And so, I felt our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. But, I thought about D'Angelo too. That can affect you, wherever they were in life, but they have a child together. And no matter how old that child gets, I think that bond, there's still somewhere that bond sometimes. So, it's a pretty big blow.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm completely with you and appreciate those comments. Demetrius, man, jump in on this, bro. Angie Stone, who abides in the area where you reside as well, in the Georgia area, man. Tell me what's been your thought on this, bro.
Definitely some sad news to hear of. I love Angie Stone. I actually got a chance to go see her here in Atlanta. And one song that I just really love of hers was I'm So Happy Being Me. And the sets, like Ja'Cory said, like, her songs are stories. I mean, that song right there just speaks to so much of who she was, who she's encouraging everyone to be. And like she just tapped into so many different elements in music where you just sit and listen to her music. Even Donald Lawrence and Anita Wilson redid "I'm So Happy Being Me."
Yeah.
And so, that just goes to show, just the impact that she has had, not only to the neo soul genre, which I believe that's where she was kind of labeled in, and then also just other genres abroad. So she was an excellent jewel, left us a great catalog of music to always keep her legacy alive. So,
yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Hey, man, she has had an indelible impression upon us all. Last but not least, Ashlyn Cole, what is your thought about the loss of the incredibly talented and amazing woman we call Angie Stone? What's your thought?
Man, I mean, what everybody has shared is just so heavy. She was such a heavy hitter, as we could say, in the music industry, and she was an advocate for musicians and singers. And I know Sunday Best is 5 years ago. I can't believe it has already been 5 years, but I had the distinct pleasure of honoring Angie Stone on Sunday Best with No More Rain. And what they did is they did remakes of songs, and my song that they gave me was No More Rain, and they flipped it into a gospel song. And so that was just such an amazing opportunity just to honor her in such a great way on such a big stage. And she heard about it. She commented and said that she really loved it and appreciated it. And so that just was so amazing. I also had another opportunity to meet her when I was on tour with Sheila E. I have a picture. You wouldn't know it's me because this years ago and my hair was red. So you'd be like, who's that lady in the back? Yeah, but it was such a great opportunity. So she will be missed, but I promise you, her legacy will go on. We're already here in the Bay Area talking about doing a tribute for her in the coming weeks. So definitely stay tuned for that at Yoshi's. I'm excited to honor her and all the artists in the Bay Area that are available to come pay tribute to her. But her legacy will live on forever. And don't forget, she had a group before she was a solo artist too. She was part of other groups too. She had that "Seems You're Much Too Busy for Me"
Sequence.
and I can't, right? So she was part of another group as well, and that was huge in Europe. That group more so in Europe than in the United States. Her legacy will live on.
Yeah, she was huge to be like one of the pioneers for female rap. I mean, there's a lot of, without being long with, there's a lot of things, a lot of good things that were attached to her. She, of course, she was the voice of the girlfriend. So I want to add this little part in the interview I saw where she talked about there was a hook on the part of the girlfriend's theme song, and they noticed when they didn't include the hook, the ratings went down. On the days they added the hook, the ratings went up. So I think she'll always be with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I assume that today is just going to be, we're going to turn this into an R&B show. I mean, I know we are a gospel show, we are a Christian show, but I guess today we're going to just focus on another genre today. And I'm not mad at it. So many people who are in R&B have gospel music roots. It's just indelible. You can't take, and whatever is in you, no matter what type of music you sing. Ashton, I'm sure you know this because you sing so many different genres of music, but whatever is in you when you're performing, that's what's just going to come out. And we just talked about the incredible Angie Stone, but those of us who are here in the Bay Area, we have all been banding together on Facebook and social media and everywhere as we are all praying for one of the Bay Area greats. I can't play the guitar, but I've always wanted to play the guitar. To just to be able to do that stuff on stage. I can't play guitar, but I've always wished I could. But one person who could and has made an indelible impression here in the Bay Area is my guy, Dwayne Wiggins of Tony. He is going through some challenges right now, and all of us not just in the Bay Area, but literally around the country, are chiming in prayer for our bro. I mean, he never met a stranger. I mean, even in my little short stint of playing with Tony many years ago. I mean, my stint was very short. I probably did about maybe 4 or 5 gigs, but every time he saw me thereafter, he never treated me any different. He's always been, welcoming, and he always got something funny to say. He always gonna say something in your ear, silly to make you laugh. But our thoughts
Right.
and prayers are going out to this guy right here, my bro, Dwayne Wiggins. And I know that each of us have our own thought about him. Listen, he's been nothing but a friend to me, to my son, to, anytime he runs into us, he's just been the same. Ashlyn, girl, throw it out to you. What's your thought here on this about our bro, the incredible Dwayne Wiggins?
Yeah, this is crazy. This is really hard for so many of us. He's just awesome. He's made an awesome contribution to music
Yeah.
again. That as a musician, if you will,
Yeah.
but amazing songwriter, producer. I've had a chance to spend time with him just over the years in many capacities. Just saw him at a
Yeah.
fundraiser for London Breed in San Francisco. When right before the election. So this is tough. This is really tough.
Yeah.
And the prayers of the righteous availeth much. And so we
Absolutely.
want to definitely pray God's will to be done in life. And we just want, we don't want people to suffer. That's
Right.
that's the thing. And I feel like, if God is still working on you, then that's the time when God is really working on you, right? But we don't know what's going on with him. We don't know the conversations that he's having with God. And so sometimes we pray for people to be healed in this life, and we want them to be healed in this life. We don't know the conversations that he's having with God. So we want God will be done. He might be ready to go on and go. We don't know. God might be ready to, we don't know. Right. But we just want him to be comfortable. We want him to know that he is loved, that he is
Yeah.
appreciated, that he is supported. And I pray that he is surrounded by nothing but kindness and care right now. That he's going through.
Absolutely, Ash. I appreciate that. Jacory, man, I know you being another Bay Area product, man, and again, just like Ash and I just mentioned, sing different genres, man, of music. I mean, Dwayne Wiggins, he, of course, his brother, and then of course Tim Riley, the trio of Tony, Dwayne, and Raphael being brothers, and Tim is their cousin. But I mean, tell me a bit of what you feel about this whole thing with Dwayne, man. And of course, we're praying for him, but give me your thoughts on this, bro.
It was unbelievable when I saw it pop up. I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Such a meek, creative styled individual. Just great. And my thing is, he had binoculars. He was looking and watching everybody, because I didn't know he knew who I was, but he did.
Yeah.
This situation actually reminds me of a song by Nona that's called Cherish Life. I think we wait too long to cherish life. And then when it's over, for whomever we love, we have such a hold on them that we can't release them.
Yeah.
So I think what we really have to do in this day and time is, when God has said you've had enough down here, he's going to pull you somewhere else. And I think we get that. We get so caught up in what we're doing and our plans. But Angie Stone had more plans. Whoever he's taken still has plans, but his plan is the master plan. So just love and release.
I love that, man. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Yolanda Morant, I know you are another person who listens to all kinds of music, and you have gleaned stuff from different people all around the country in different types of formats. Tony, I'm sure you are very familiar with from where you are from, and just, your father being from, I believe, from LA area, from what you've told me. But here is a great musician, Tony, who have been on movies and all types of stuff. Dwayne being, I think, one of the oldest of the three. I think he is the oldest of the three. Let me know, what's your thought on this? Let me know what you think about this whole situation.
Ashland said something that sparked a thought. So first, of course, as you said, our thoughts and prayers and God's will. And I think, there's several angles you could point from. Sometimes people choose, as Bishop George Bloomer said to me once, sometimes people choose, as your grandma would say, to give up the ghost. They just choose to say, they're good. And I think the other flip side is artists, creatives, creative people often deal with a lot of things that are not seen in the public.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, that can sometimes, I'm not suggesting this is him, I'm just saying a larger thought. Sometimes that can be very tough for people. And so I think we have to do a better job of being kind to one another. And someone saying, what does that have to do with that? Because sometimes everybody has said that he's so kind, but did he get that kindness back, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to do better not sometimes, we have to do better at treating how we treat people. I heard Pastor Jamal Bryant say this morning that when Dr. Martin Luther King died, his popularity, if you will, was like at kind of at the lowest, right? But it wasn't until after he died that he gets all these celebrations. He gets a day. I just think we wait too long to celebrate people. We wait too long to lift. We wait too long to encourage. Like Angie Stone, she knew we loved her, but did she know the level, the full capacity, right?
Yeah.
So I just have to do a better job. I agree with you, Corey. We have to live this life as best and as full as you can, but be okay, you know, that sometimes people are ready to part. And we don't want that. We're not speaking that. We always speak life, but we have to be okay that sometimes people have really had as much as they can take.
Yeah, I love that. That is a great insight. And again, people are mentioning about the things that you're saying that they are in total agreement with you. I agree with you as well. Listen, last but not least, Demetrius Hunter, a product of the Bay, Sacramento, Dallas, Texas, New York, Atlanta, Georgia. But no matter where you go, Bay Area is what you represent, man. Tell me what you think about this. The incredible Dwayne Wiggins, bro. Man, the floor is yours, man. Tell me what you're thinking.
I mean, when it comes to D Wiggs, that's, you know, I've had the opportunity that's how I pretty much knew him as. If I seen him and run into him, had the opportunity to meet him by way of Tim Riley, and just being around the scene and in the Bay Area, and then hosted a red carpet event. He was there, and I was the red carpet host and got to interact with him there. And he's just a solid, down to earth dude. I will say this though. Because I became really taken back by the fact of how social media responded to things that weren't true. Basically, pretty much buried him, RIP'd this great musician, not allowing the family to say anything. And here this man is just simply fighting for his life. But the people, social media, be careful and be mindful of people's families, friends, and loved ones when you go to posting about people passing on and the bereaved. I know social media, we can't control how people respond and people react, but we have to have a conscious mind at some point and have some mind of respect. And so, you know, it was just sad that this announcement had to come from people just saying the man was dead.
Yeah.
And the family probably wanted to just deal with this in private, just kind of have that private moment. And because people want to come out here and make false accusations, it becomes this big thing. And I say that because it took me back to 2017. So when it hit me up on Facebook when I was battling cancer, and I replied back and it was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, hello. And so they ended up calling me via Facebook Messenger. And she was like, yeah, someone that said you was on life support. I was like, what? On life support?
Yeah.
Like it was crazy how this rumor was about to fester out of Sacramento, where my family is, where I'm from. No one has said this. No one has said this. And so it's just crazy how we try to take to social media all for a conversation and for people to notice you.
Period.
That's really what it is. Everybody want to be the first one to make it known.
Yeah.
All that. It's okay. Yeah. Talk about something else. It's 1,000 things going on in this world.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And as we get ready to move on, I'll just say on behalf of all of us here at Shop Talk, we are definitely praying for him. We're praying for his brother, his cousins, his siblings, his children, his wife, that whole family. We're praying for all of them, that God will give them strength for whatever God decides. I know Many people don't like to hear it that way, but at the end, I'm going to have to accept what God allows, and praying that God's permissive will is done. But ultimately, God does have the final say, and we're praying fervently that He would give this young man more time for us to be able to honor him, for us to be able to show him love, for us to be able to show, give him the honor and respect that is due to him. We pray that God would give him more time so we can do that, and just for him to be able to live his life to the fullest that he wants to, as well as in God's will. So, of course, again, our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. All right, y'all, let's get ready to move on. And in doing so, this past Sunday, all over the news and all over the networks, all over social media, everyone was talking about the Oscars. Yes, everyone was talking about the Oscars. Now, I will tell you that I did not personally see it, but I was on Instagram, I was on Facebook, and a lot of things was going on in terms of from fashion and what the comedian that showed up in the hoodie and shorts and all kind of stuff. A lot of things was happening on that situation. Ashlyn, I'll start with you. I'll throw it out to you for you to give us some insight on what you saw. And of course, Demetrius, I know it was fashion, so I know that's all up your alley. But we'll throw it out to you guys to let me know what happened with the Oscars over the weekend. Ashlyn.
Oh man, I mean, I'm just looking at my notes here. It was actually, I thought it was really good. Of course, Wicked was a big blockbuster this year. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of controversy, but I definitely enjoyed it, knowing the history of Wicked, and on Broadway, et cetera, et cetera. And it was great. It wasn't the big winner of the night. I think some people thought that it was going to take home the awards, but Cynthia Erivo and the one, golly, Lord help me, Ariana Grande. They opened the show, and it was spectacular. Ariana Grande. I don't know what you thought about her dress, but I thought she had one of the top 5 dresses. Now, I definitely think Halle Berry, she won the dress of the night to me. Halle Berry, if you looking, you had the best dress the night. I cannot tell. She's so beautiful. But no, she had definitely the dress, this mirrored silhouette with the sheer on the side. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. Yep, Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey were up there. That was definitely a highlight to see them. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg looked amazing. I don't think I've seen her so.
Yes,
she was glammed out. I said, glam spot.
She
like
looked.
Wait, who was?
She had a lady glow on her.
She really. Not a lady glow.
Really, I don't want to say it this way, but she looks very soft.
Yeah, he Shayarabasike.
I love
you can say that.
Very soft.
Lizzo looked good. Everybody's using Ozempic.
Yeah. Oh wow. I mean, one of the big nights for the awards, Zoe Saldana, she won the Academy Award, and she is the first Dominican woman, yes, that won the award, which is really very exciting. I did not see the movie. I don't know if y'all have seen the movie. I have not seen it, but I'm curious what everybody saw. It looked like a very entertaining movie, but I have not seen it. She got to sing and dance and all the rest of it. So that was good.
Now, one thing that I did not enjoy was the Quincy Jones tribute. I'm just gonna be honest. For somebody to do Quincy Jones, I need somebody that can sing. I love Queen Latifah, but you needed somebody to come out there with you to sing this theme song. I mean, cover Michael Jackson. Somebody should have came out there and helped. Where was Avery Wilson? Oh, he was on. It's a lot of honoring going on. He was honoring Faith Evans, so I guess they couldn't get him. But praise the Lord, it needed some extra features.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Queen Latifah is well loved and well respected. And when she gets on the microphone where she's rapping or she's singing, people love it. Like Queen Latifah can really do no wrong, in my opinion. She's the queen. She's the queen.
Yeah, but
And so
it wasn't a rap
Yeah,
song.
but no.
It was not a rap song. And that is a staple in the Black community. That song has so much meaning, and it just, you know, all I saw was tinfoil gold. It wasn't enough.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, can I add to your thought? Like, I love Queen, right? I think Queen Latifah is so dope. And she's doing so many amazing things. Girl, if you see this, we love you. Please tell us your hair secret. But I think vocally, it doesn't always fit. I'm not saying she can't sing. I'm just saying for that moment, I think they keep doing Mr. Quincy wrong.
Right.
Like I'm not saying she did him wrong. I'm just saying, I know we can't be here long. I'm not saying she did him wrong. This is not against, you know, what you said. I just think there has to be somebody of that magnitude. It's really hard to find one person to do it all in real life, but it has to be somebody that when they get done, there's just like, well,
it's magic. Mm-hmm. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. It
has to feel like that.
I think we have to consider a couple of things. We have a bird's eye view of the whole industry, right? And we can look at the whole industry and say this person could do it, and this person could do it, and this person can do it. But backroom conversations, we're not in those. Sure. Backroom conversations are where the decisions are being made. And you know, Queen Latifah could have a new movie coming out, and her management said we want her to be featured on the Oscars because we just don't know what the things are. I mean, for me, I understand that you all maybe didn't like it. I love Queen Latifah, and she did a whole jazz album that she's not like going to be the best singer, but people say Mary J. Blige is not the singer. Well, we absolutely love Mary J. Blige. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think it was I liked it. But it wasn't really anything. There's also a new singer named Ray. If you all don't know Ray, she's from the UK. She's amazing as well. She's amazing.
Listen, I love all of this. You guys are giving me such life because I didn't see it, but you guys are showing me what I
go and see it. Dito, go watch.
I may.
It's on. It's you can watch it. It's on Netflix.
Wiz the movie is a staple movie in every creative Black person's world. Yeah. So I mean, they had the lights, they had all of this, and it just did not meet the bar of where the movie was for me. It was horrible.
Yeah.
And I love Queen, but yeah.
Choosing that song for that moment, that was interesting. Of all the Quincy Jones songs, but I guess because The Wiz is a movie, and so that's why it's the Oscars. The Oscars is a movie. It's celebrating movies, and so that's why I did it. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm with you. I want to give a couple shout outs. We got James Pugh in the building. My bro David Wright out in New York in the building. Bishop Charles Reed in Texas. This is what made me laugh. He said it was like fake sugar. He said it was sweet, but left an aftertaste. That was funny to me. That was funny to me. Bishop Charles Reed, who is recently consecrated as a bishop in the Lord's Church, pastors an incredible church in Texas, also an incredible organ player. But I found out something I didn't know about him last week, thanks to social media. Social media will tell you the truth. He also knows how to fix organs. So, man, Bishop, man, we need to talk real soon, bro.
Right.
I could bring you out here to California for a week, and you would rack up, man. You might not even have to pastor for a month if I brought you out of here, man. But anyway, I also want to shout out to Christian David. We mentioned him earlier about the song of his that we opened the show up with. And he is now hanging out with us and said they could have put a song from The Color Purple. I'm with you. And Ja'Cory, we have now in the building James Prothro in the building.
Come on in the room.
James Prothro in the building. Glad to have you hanging out with us and so many more. All right, y'all, listen. We're getting ready to switch up. We're getting ready to do something we haven't done in a while. And that is we're going to do the question of the day. We have not done this in a while. Ashlyn, I saw you in our notes. I saw you in our note last week and giving me a suggestion of something that we should pull out. And so because of Ashlyn, Today's question of the day goes, she's looking at me like, what did I say? What did I do? Today's question of the day goes like this. What is something you should never do at someone else's house?
Well,
Something you should never
Jesus.
do
Oh my
at
goodness.
someone
Don't you
else's.
boo boo.
You know what? I can't.
That's exactly it.
I can't.
That's
can't.
exactly
I'm
what
not
I was
doing
gonna say. Don't boo boo. Don't
You
come
know
to
what?
my house and boo boo. That happened to me one time. We was on we were on a long road trip. That's what Starbucks is for. Okay, that's why you go to Starbucks, because Starbucks always
know
has
what?
clean
I can't.
bathrooms.
I
That's
can't.
why you
I
go to
can't.
Starbucks. Get you a tea and a boo boo at Starbucks. Do it, but don't come in my house and say, "Hey, can I use the bathroom real quick?" And then you in there for
Oh,
20
God.
minutes, bruh. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
And if you
God.
gonna do a double flush, do a courtesy flush.
Go to
No,
Starbucks.
if you have to, okay? You
Let me
feel
know
like-
up front.
Let me know, man. I'm sorry. Say something.
I'm not
But this
going to
person came in and
Starbucks
did it and didn't even say anything, and then just walked out of the house. All right.
Okay,
No, it
so
wasn't me.
I have what y'all just said. That's one good thing. BTK, he says, don't go in their room.
mm-hmm.
That's another good one. Don't go in someone's room. And then Dee Felder chimes in and says, don't sit on my bed. Yeah, I like that. Don't. So first of all, don't go in my room.
Mm.
But if you happen in my room, if the bathroom happens to be in my room, when you come out, don't sit on my bed. And then Dee Felder further chimes in and says, if you do happen to go in there, and if you do have to do that, she says, make sure you clean the toilet after. We don't want to have any residue. Anyway,
True.
Dee Felder further chimes. I knew this was going to go like this. I was prepared. She says to stay out of my medicine cabinet. Do people, is that still a thing?
Normally that makes a noise every
Absolutely.
time you go in there.
Absolutely. Y'all don't go in people's medicine cabinet when you go in their bathroom?
Wow.
No, why? Why would I do that?
You can learn a lot.
I don't do it anymore, but I used to do it when I was a kid. Oh, I used to be
You
in
know
everybody's
what?
mirror when I was a kid. I wonder what they doing. I wonder what they got in here.
Well, Christian
Oh,
David and James Pugh both say the same thing, and that is to not to go into my refrigerator without permission. My boy Rick Hutchison is in the building, and he simply says, I'm not even going to say it, but it's on the screen. This is what he says don't do at his house.
Please, please, and thank you.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
understand.
Please. Look, if I'm not having relations in my house, nobody else is. Okay,
You know
nobody
what?
else
Okay,
is.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. And then Dee Felder further says, "Don't go under my sink." What's in the
Oh,
sink?
interesting.
What's under the sink? I'm looking at
Who
my
are y'all
never mind.
inviting to y'all house where y'all got people roaming through, getting on the bed, going under the sink and stuff? My people come to my house, they know to come in here and sat down. If you want to come to drink, you ask. Okay, you don't go in my kitchen without washing your hands. We don't play them games. Who are y'all hanging out with?
Because people are unlearned. They, my thing is don't walk in.
That's the thing. I don't host unlearned people.
Ooh,
We'll get to know each other. It'll be sometimes like, yeah.
I'm using that today.
Yeah, I'm with you. Listen, these comments are coming in. Don't come in and sit down until I give you permission. So says the bishop. And then Dee further chimes in and says, don't roam around going from room to room being nosy. Did you do that too, Ashley? Is that something else you did?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I did have some home training. I had a little bit of home training, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Don't come in my house smelling like weed.
Yeah, I'm with
Don't
you
do
on
that.
that. Too. Yeah. All of those are good. I'm with y'all. Y'all got me cracking up with these. And David Jones says he had a friend of mine who used to go in my fridge without permission. I'm not a big fan of that unless we have that type of relationship, and that's usually only Pancho. Pancho about the only person that comes in and goes to my refrigerator, makes coffee, takes my cup, don't bring it back. All those kind of things.
That's true. I mean, but he's like your brother, so I guess it's family, right?
But
family gets a pass.
But
does family get a pass?
To a degree. I mean, I don't go to your
Okay.
house and do that.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you all something about this also. My mother always taught me that if you go to somebody's house, and it's the first time going to their house, that you should always bring a gift of some kind.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Bring
nice.
something to eat. Bring something. Yep.
Bring
Everybody don't have
something.
that training though.
Yeah, my mom would bring a loaf of bread. She wasn't about like stuff, but she would bring practical stuff. She would bring a loaf of bread, you know, a bottle of
Yeah.
wine. Sometimes look, you a bottle of wine, but always never come empty-handed is what she always taught me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Especially
some
for the first
flowers.
time.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
love that. I love that. Christian David chimes in and says, "Don't touch
Oh,
my
that's true.
TV or my remote." And
Oh yeah.
then James Pugh, he's hilarious. He says, "Check your breath
Whew,
at home before
please.
you come." Worst thing in the world is to open the door and say, "Hey," and then they say, "Hey," back, and all of a sudden you fall
It's
out
an
and pass
echo.
out. Yeah,
You need
Right.
that before
Hey,
you go into
hey,
God's house
hey,
too. Check
hey.
that.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, interesting. Well, you
Jesus.
know what? I knew y'all was going to have some things to say. I appreciate y'all chiming in on today's question of the day. I knew y'all was going to have something to say. Anyway, listen, I'm looking up at the clock and it's almost time for us to go. But before we go, I just want to mention one more time in terms of an upcoming event. I got a call to remind me about this upcoming event, and that is those of us here in the Bay Area. We know that in just a few days that we're going to be celebrating the incredible Deshaun Little, our guy here in the Bay Area. He has been going through a few different challenges, but we're coming together to make things happen for him on Saturday, March the 15th. Saturday, March 15th, we will be at Love Center Ministries, and you'll be able to see so many people on this flyer. I don't even have time to go through it all. But let me see if I can. I don't have my glasses on that I don't wear. But anyway, we've got Crystal Rucker, we got Nikita Fox, B. Slade, Bay Area's own Olivia Williams, Lawrence Matthews, Crystal Lene Thomas. We've got Bria Manaway, Pastor Joe Manaway, Pastor Bo Jackson. We've got Lily of the Valley Choir, one of the churches where I play. We've got Sacramento Metro from Sacramento. We've got Jerome Mason and his and the Elevation Chorale. So many more. We've got a bunch of people that are going to be there, and we want to make sure that you're there too. Again, it's a free event. We will be coming together to make things happen on behalf of Deshaun, and we definitely want to do that and lift him up. Last but not least, I meant to mention this earlier. As I said, today was R&B Day. We mentioned this in brevity. That's a good word to have in your back pocket. We mentioned this in brief, in passing on last week, but Yolanda Morant, who is our guru in terms of graphic design, she went and wanted to help us honor this woman who has also gone on, and that is Roberta Flack. Roberta Flack closed her eyes just a few days ago, and we wanted to stop today to be able to mention her today as well. And so obviously our thoughts and prayers are also with that family as well. All right, y'all, before we go, last but not least, thank you, Ja'Cory, for reminding me, in the month of August, it's a great month. That's the month of my birth. In the month of August, I believe it's the 14th through the 16th are the dates in Nashville, Tennessee. The Stellar Awards is coming back. Stellar Awards are coming back, and I believe this is the 40th year. Wow. 40th year of the Stellar Awards. And so listen, you ought to make plans now to go. Ashton already told me she won't be able to go. Nashville has left a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to the Stellars. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to say some things that y'all might will say y'all have never heard me say. Right. But Yolanda, are you going? Are you going
Absolutely.
this year?
Oh my
Awesome.
God. Stellars, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for telling us in advance, honey. Yes.
Awesome. You go and have a blast. Ja'Cory, you going?
You know, it's the 40th year. And honestly, it does something different out there than it does when it's over here on the side. It's elevated. So come on, we're going to take that taste out your mouth, give you in fresh mint. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you knew what I was saying, Yolanda knows. But anyway.
I know, but we all knew. Jesus does all things new. Come on. He does all things new. Come on now.
I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you this. If I go and if I see some certain people, y'all gonna definitely have to put some money on my
That's
books.
fine. We'll take your
I'm telling you, if I go to Nashville and if I see some of the people that the last time I was in Nashville and I seen them, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some furniture moving. And
Oh,
I'm telling you,
Shayaraba.
That's fine.
There's a storm out.
Listen, on the ocean,
can
and
wrap
it's
my
moving
dress up
this
in
whole
a
way.
knot.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Demetrius, are you thinking about going to Stellars?
Yes, it's right up the street.
Awesome.
Ooh, that's
Well, I
right.
tell you what, we'll talk more about it each week as we get closer to it. It's time for us to go. But before we go, on behalf of Ashlyn Cole, Demetrius Hunter, Yolanda Morant, and Ja'Cory Prothro, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. Say it. That I'll holla. We got to go, y'all. We'll see you next time. You be blessed.
See a brand new day. I wanna give you glory.